questions for Joe? Start with Rhett in the middle.
Hey, Joe, what'd you see with Suarez?
He just didn't have his better night, I didn't think. Command, he's getting behind in a lot of counts. Fastball velocity was not that consistent life to it. I thought he threw some good changeups right before we took him out. A couple good sliders, but overall just could never get into a rhythm.
And offensively, this series has been pretty tough. I mean, how much has that been your offense or Cleveland pitching?
Yeah, we just came off a nice series in Detroit. Pretty nice win the last day there. And there was no carryover. And that's when the other team pitches a lot better than you do, then they get the benefits. The first game, Hench's pitched. He kept us in check. They weren't expecting him to go that deeply into the game, and he did. And the last 2 days, I'll give those two kids credit. What they've done, they're pounding the strike zone early. They're getting into good counts, and they have good stuff. So it's a combination of them pitching ahead of hitters with good stuff. The guy today, Quantrill, could put the ball on the ground. The guy yesterday had some ride and then that really good breaking ball. So give them credit. They attacked us early. That's what I like to see our guys do. Get ahead in the count and then go to work.
And then Shohei tonight reached base 3 times, and the crowd seemed to be pretty energized by his at-bats. What do you think of him?
Yeah, he did. He had some really good at-bats. They're pitching him tough, as you saw. We had one successful hit and run. He stole a base. We had it set up. I mean, Jay up there at first and third, I kind of like that. And then David with the bases loaded, 1 out, I kind of like that. So we had a couple opportunities. We did hit some balls well. That the line drive to left, in particular Mayfield, and there was another ball hit well through the middle. We had some pretty good line drives. There was just nothing happening. And again, their pitchers rose to the occasion. Give them credit.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
Joe, to your right.
Am I right?
Hi, Joe. We were talking earlier about sort of your last time here in Williamsport. Now that you've played 2 games and going 1-1, what's it like sort of playing at Bowman Field in this environment? You got all the kids that are cheering when they think that it's going to be a home run. I mean, what's it like?
Oh, it's wonderful. It is. The kids are into it. They have their little thunder sticks that I think we started in 2002. They were very, very fun to speak with before the game. They came down, autographs, wanted some pictures, that kind of thing. I love that stuff. I mean, I'm drawn to that. When you see the kids like that and how eager they are, how much they dig what they're doing, being here, it's pretty special. So it's something, of course, I hope I get a chance to do it again. I got to try to become 2-1 as a manager here somehow. But overall, what a wonderful performance. What a wonderful event. I've said it before, and I want to congratulate MLB. Combination of Field of Dreams and then this happening again to highlight our sport. I think it shows us in a really good light. I was really proud of my players specifically, how they dealt with the kids also. I was watching the whole thing. It was a great event. Congrats to MLB. Like to have won it, but hopefully we'll get another chance.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jackie.
Hey, Joe, are you happy with the quality and the approach of the at-bats right now? Even going back the last couple of weeks, basically since the All-Star break, as you guys have struggled to score a little bit here.
Yeah, we've come out of our zones in certain moments, I think, and I was actually talking to Jeremy about that during the course of the game. We have to, a lot of teams do, but we have to kind of be perfect on a nightly basis or get as close to it as possible. And we have opportunities to take advantage of moments we have to. Overall, I think we've been expanding a little bit too much. We've got to force the pitcher back in the strike zone, primarily. And I've always believed when you're walking, you're hitting, and I'm not an advocate of just walking all the time. My point is that you're not expanding your strike zone. So as we tighten things up at the plate regarding what we're swinging at, we're going to get better pitches to hit, and then you're going to see the result we're looking for. I think it really comes down to that.
What happened with Jose Marte before the game? How soon did you guys figure out that situation? And do you have any sort of rough timeline of how soon or long that might be with him?
I don't. I didn't know anything until an hour before the game, maybe. I was doing my work. Perry came in, told us what was going on, and that's what I got. I didn't know anything prior to that. That's where I'm at. I haven't had a chance to discuss with anybody further. Happened real quickly right before the game. and that's why Hoyt was available. Had him warming up possibly to get out of an inning, but once we were at 3-0 and the day off tomorrow, that's why we went with Austin when we did, and he did his job again, and so did Cishek. But that was kind of abrupt.
And then how impressed kind of continually are you with Austin right now? And are you seeing him are there little things he's improving on outing to outing right now that are striking you?
Yeah, what he's doing, he's got a really good sinker, a heavy sinker, but he also knows how to elevate, and that's unusual when you get a guy that can pitch at the top and the bottom like he can. Nice breaking ball too, and he just pitches with that ultimate confidence. But I think today what stood out to me was the up and down of it. He was really, I can't remember the hitter's name, who the hitter was, but two fastballs really at the top of the zone. Was it Zimmer? I don't even know. And then he went down and away or underneath him. It was a righty. I can't remember who. But really demonstrating a high level of pitchability.
Thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.
DeMarlo, since really the All-Star break, is there anything specific with Quantrill that you've seen that's changed for him or helped him get into this groove that he's found himself in?
I kind of looking back over this last month, and like you say, since the All-Star break, it just seems like he commanded more of his pitches. You think about the 9 strikeouts he had tonight. He used his cutter a little bit more. He also, got a couple of strikeouts with his fastball and also a slider. So when you see him pitching, I think that he's using his repertoire much better, and it's just not 1 or 2 pitches that he's going to. So he's been throwing the ball and pitching the ball very well.
And just overall in the experience of today, what was that like to play here and having the stands full of little leaguers?
You know what? They were loud, and we had a group behind our dugout. Actually, they was cheering for Otani, which was interesting. I thought they were supposed to be on our side, but just a fun atmosphere, when they were leaving in the 9th inning, they said, hey, we want to stay, but we got to go. So, you're hearing the voices and you're hearing the passion of those little leaguers. And, it was a good game, too, and it got interesting at the end. But I thought we played a very good baseball game, not only pitching but defense. We made some plays and picked up the ball, and that's always key.
DeMarlo, Amed has 53 hits since the All-Star break, second most in the American League. Just what's allowed him to be so consistent in all these games since the break?
He's had an interesting year in a sense, but I think once he got comfortable, Tito put him in that 2 slot and just left him there, and I just think that he's gotten comfortable, and, he's played the game, for a number of years at this level, so it's nothing, I don't think it's nothing surprising for me, but I just think he's comfortable, and he's playing the game at a certain level that, we expect, and that's what we try to preach to this team. You expect it to play at a certain level, and, it's good to see that he's having this type of year.
Right in front, tomorrow.
Hey, Coach. You guys had a pretty energetic group behind your dugout there. What was it like for you to, see your guys engaging with the kids, and do you think their energy helped you guys on the field tonight?
Well, it's always good to see them engaging with the young players there. I enjoyed it, really. I didn't think it was a problem. I thought it was good for them, too. It kept their energy. It kept them smiling. When you think about it, we didn't have no pregame, so they kind of just came out and played, and I think interacting with the little leaguers, it just kind of put a smile on your face because, they're passionate and they're genuine, and, it's good to see.
And how do you think this kind of game will help the MLB, build an audience with younger fans?
Oh, I hope it does, and I know what we're going through in this world, just to be able to have fans back in the park, it's a big boost, for this industry. Last year we didn't. So just fans in the stands is a big boost. And, when little leaguers can enjoy themselves during a baseball game, and it's a good game too. So, they saw a little bit of everything, which they need to understand that to play this game, you got to, catch, pitch, run, and hit. So I think they saw it all today.
To your right, DeMarlo.
It looked like LA was starting to put some things together in the top of the eighth there. They had struggled through the first 7 innings, and they were starting to get into that bases loaded situation. What did it take for your guys to sort of get out of that situation?
Well, I think there was a number of plays that I kind of, checked off. Quantrill got the double play, I think, in the 3rd inning with 1st and 3rd. They were mounting something after the hit and run by Fletcher. And also in the 8th inning, Shaw came in and got the double play. Those was huge plays in the game. We turned it. Shaw came in, picked up James there. He struggled a little bit with his command, but that's what they do. That's why you got a team full of guys out there pulling for each other. And Shaw picked us up there, and Clase came in and closed it out.
Yeah, DeMarlo, what's it mean to you personally being, a person of color coaching a game, especially, front and center on national television as well, in this situation, especially, with the little leaguers, with everything surrounding it, how much more does that mean to you?
Well, I think it's a factor in terms of people looking and seeing, me managing and acting managing for Terry Francona. I hope the little leaguers understand that, everybody's journey is not the same. I've been at this level a long time and experienced some highs and lows. But, if anything, I would say just kind of keep going if that's your passion, and this is my passion. The Cleveland Indians trusted me to take over and put me in this position. I think my experience do play a part in it, the years that I've been in this game. So, hopefully it may help somebody and some young African American player and say, you know what, I can do that too, But at the end of the day, my responsibility is to lead this team and keep us going in the right direction and being competitive at this level. And that's my focus. I think about some of the other things, not when I'm in the dugout for sure.
Start over here.
Cal, what was it like just being able to go out there and pitch 7 scoreless innings, especially in front of all those little leaguers that, you're just trying to show them what you can do on a mound?
Yeah, it was almost more nerve-wracking throwing for a bunch of preteens than it is in regular. But no, I think this is a really cool event, and just getting to play for all these kids, and they took a little time out of their schedule playing games to come watch us play. It's pretty cool.
Just personally, now that you've been in this normal routine doing the same thing for more than a month or so, just how much does the confidence build each start when you see those results and you know that 5 days from now you'll be back out there with no pitch limit or anything like that?
Yeah, it's game-changing knowing that you're a starting pitcher. I think playing the in-between game can be really tough. I think it's the same just across the board. Having roles is a good thing. But yeah, no, I feel like I've settled in well. I feel like the routine we have works. And I think that the results show that.
Cal in the middle.
Hey. Saw lots of banter going on between you guys in the dugout and the kids. What was that dynamic like, and what do you hope they take away from seeing you play?
Yeah, I hope that they all see that it's not that crazy, that they could probably do what we're doing. We're not that much older than them. We've got a really young team. I think Tristan was having more fun talking to the kids than he was watching the game. But no, I think this is a really cool dynamic. We were able to kind of take the fence out of it, and spend a little time even during the game, stuff that we wouldn't normally do. So yeah, I think it was pretty cool.
Amed Rosario, first question down here.
Amed, you played 2 games here at the Little League Classic. You have 6 total hits. Do you wish you could play more games here in Williamsport?
¿Piensa que quería jugar más juegos aquí debido al resultado que has tenido de 6 hits en 9 turnos? Sí, creo que sí, eso fue algo que le dije a los muchachos ahorita que deberían de ponernos a jugar más seguido en este estadio.
Yeah, that's something I told the guys earlier, that we should be playing here more often.
Just thinking back on the whole day, going over to visit the kids over at the Little League complex, is there a moment that stands out to you as your favorite from the day or the highlight of the day, whether it was playing games with them or going down the hill or whatever it was?
¿Cuál fue el momento favorito de todo el día, las actividades que hiciste temprano? ¿Cuál fue el momento favorito que más disfrutaste del día?
Bueno, tuve unos cuantos momentos favoritos. Creo que pasar tiempo con los niños me hace sentir bastante bien porque me hace recordar aquellos tiempos atrás y también cuando me estuve tirando por la montaña.
Yeah, I mean, getting to spend time with them is always a good memory, you know, reflecting when I was at that age. But among others, it was also when I was sliding down the hill.
A few more for Amed. Here in the middle.
What was the energy like behind the dugout with all those little leaguers there, and were you guys able to feed off of that on the field?
¿Qué tal fue la energía de todos los muchachos de Little League que están detrás del dogado? Si la pudiste sentir y qué se sintió esa experiencia.
Claro que sí, al 100%. Creo que es algo que motiva a uno a trabajar cada día más.
Yeah, 100%. The energy was there, but I think not only for the game, but also like motivation to keep working 100% every day, not only for the game, but going forward.
And what do you hope the kids take away from watching you guys play today?
¿Qué espera que los muchachos recuerden, aprendan de verlos jugar ustedes hoy?
Bueno, creo que ellos se llevaron un lindo momento. Ellos vieron el esfuerzo 100% que dimos cada uno de nosotros.
Yeah, I think most importantly the memory, right? But also seeing us giving all the full effort and playing 100%.